The 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Buckeyes.
Game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one.
We go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Hicks. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Buckeye throw. That's caught. It's Owens. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third. With that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last pick.
The ball right back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw, it's Hicks. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Owens. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bridges. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Spartans are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. First down for this offense. Finds his target down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hicks. He's going to run it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. The Buckeyes have enough for the first down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. More productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Lions is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Sparty!
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To throw, it's Hicks. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartans. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Owens.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Bridges. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through.
In this one, put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cooks. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Spartans get it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And they got him for the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Spartans racing to the line in a hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. The ball squirts free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Going up top on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Just trucks through it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Off play action. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's a draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hicks. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early. Round with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He wants to throw here on second down. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Bitonio. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wide out in motion. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get them.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot and he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He'll pull it down. He's loose at the 15. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. He leaves it with his back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hicks. Quickly complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Quick pass on the fly motion. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
3rd and goal coming up here. Quarterback checking off. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Gets it out quickly. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
and the returner will be knocked down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense calls a timeout to put together his strategy. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been
picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping. Numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That is the exclamation point, and they remain perfect. When you hit this point in the season, week